Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is part 2 of the 12th house and the energy that haunts you. Okay, we're going to be continuing from part 1, and now we're going to go over the 12th house in Libra all the way up to the end, Pisces. Okay, so this is going to be part 2, and we're going to be going through all of that. Okay, so let's get it going. All right, so if your 12th house, you have Venus in your 12th house, okay? If you have Libra or Venus in your 12th house, the energy that haunts you is going to be love, okay? But what people don't understand is with the 12th house, what's so interesting about having Libra or Venus in the 12th house is that you actually do yearn for love. So it's not like you're even not conscious of it, but what you're not conscious of is what true love is, which is loving yourself. Okay, you're gonna have to find a balance in that, and the balance in general, because your life isn't. Okay, now people with Libra in the 12th house or Venus in the 12th house, I mean, you could have had, you know, a mother who was cheated on. Okay, or not even a mother. It could be your father too, or it could be the marriage that you've witnessed had infidelity. Okay, all right, and this could be getting into relationships that deal with hidden energies, hidden motives. Okay, cheating. Venus in the 12th house, Libra in the 12th house, a lot of cheating. Relationships where there's cheating, there's unfaithfulness, there's a fakeness, there's something not real. Okay, this is because the 12th house is very delusional. And with Venus in the 12th house, you can be so compassionate, so romantic, so much about love because you're yearning for it, because a lot of that energy was broken in your childhood, okay? And because you yearn for it so much, you end up with wrong people because you do not look for the signs, okay? You don't look for the signs. You completely ignore it. You let the people sell you the fantasy, and because of that, you get into these relationships where your heart is broken. You get cheated on. You know, you get lied to. You find out they're living a double life. You know, very, very crazy things can happen here, and it can lead to a broken heart. Okay, and this is why I say the energy of love will always haunt you, Libra and Venus in 12th house, if you don't learn how to love yourself, because you're gonna try to find it in other people, and people are going to keep reinforcing how this isn't gonna work. Okay, until the Libra and 12th house or the Venus and 12th house person learns how to properly love themselves and value themselves, they're always gonna get caught up in a really bad relationship. Okay, because you're not looking for the red flags, you're not seeing all the bad things, you're looking past through that because you're so thirsty, and that thirst for love is what's gonna make you not find love. So that's why I say the energy of love will always haunt you. Even if you get so discouraged with love and relationships that you choose not to even be a part of it, you dissociate it, you'll always fantasize about it, okay? It'll come out in your work, it'll come out in your art, it'll be in your dreams. You will dream for love. You will yearn for it because you are meant to love somebody, okay? When you have Venus or Libra in the 12th house, you are meant to love someone. You're such a compassionate person. You're such a romantic person. So you're always, it's like being a hopeless romantic. You're always going to want it. You're going to want it, but you have to learn that you have to love yourself. That is true love. That's what Venus in 12th house and Libra and 12th house people need to understand. That love, true love, comes from self. So once you love yourself, you heal your wounds, okay? The way you think about yourself in terms of your beauty, your looks, and your value, okay? The way you value yourself, your self-esteem, those things have to be healed in order for you to find the right love. Otherwise, my love, you're going to be heartbroken. You're going to see people who are cheaters, liars, not really what they are, selling you a fake romance that isn't true, short-lived romances, all of that. This is Libra and Venus in the 12th house, so you have to be careful of this because love is going to haunt you. Love is going to haunt you. You're romantic. You're a romance, okay? So it's very important to understand this, okay? Because you can't escape it. True love comes from loving yourself. That is the most balance you can have, because once you love yourself, you will only be with somebody else who loves you the same way. It's your standard. That's how you create a balance. That's a balance. People who respect and love themselves, they're not going to deal with anybody. Okay, that's how you find the right person who really loves and cares for you. Also, with Libra and Venus in the 12th house, you can also care for people, like overtly care for people, like get into relationships with people where you become the help. You're just there to help them emotionally and everything, and you're almost a slave to them. And this also does not heal you. Okay, this is like on the opposite end, doing too much. Trying to be a slave for love, it doesn't get you any points. So you gotta, again, find the balance. Libra is about balance. You find the balance, and the balance is not about being so overtly extreme and giving of everything in your relationships that you have nothing, you get used. And it's not getting into relationships where people are completely abusing you. You find the balance. Going to the other end and trying to completely dead relationships and love, that's not gonna work. You have to find the balance, and the balance is in loving yourself. Okay, so take that compassion, and that compassion you have for people, use it on yourself and see how well you can love yourself, and then it'll change the relationships that you make. But until then, love will always haunt you. Even if you try to ignore it because you're so frustrated of all the failed relationships, you're still gonna want it. So you might as well just do the inner work and heal yourself, okay? And once you heal yourself, you will truly love yourself and be able to match with the right people in your relationships. If you have Scorpio or Pluto in the 12th house, okay? Scorpio or Pluto in the 12th house. This is intense, okay? This is very, very, very intense. If you have this placement, power haunts you. Power haunts you. This is a placement where you shouldn't trust your people. You shouldn't trust your friends, your relationships. Oh my goodness, power haunts you. It's like a demonic force when you have Pluto or Scorpio in the 12th house. Power haunts you. So people, bullies, debt, okay, even sex, sexual abuse, drug abuse, all these things can haunt you. With Pluto in the 12th house or Scorpio in the 12th house, you know, these people can overtly trust people, create really strong bonds with people that end up using and abusing them and betraying them. These people are highly intuitive, so you have to use that in order to have discernment to see the people that you cannot trust. You cannot trust people with this placement because power is what's haunting you. The universe is asking you to take your power and stop being delusional about your power. People will abuse you with many things. Take your money, take your stuff. Take your money, your belongings, your worth. Get into abusive relationships. Verbal, sexual abuse. A lot of power games here. Strong power games. Okay, Pluto and Scorpio rules sex, so sex can be a way of you being disillusioned. Okay? Getting into abusive relationships. Okay, and being delusional about it because you're compassionate for people who are evil. Having compassion for evil people when you really should be guarding yourself and protecting yourself and even protecting other people because you are able to see the evil very clearly. You have to be and drugs too. Drugs can be a major downfall here as well too. Okay, so the power struggles here are incredible and they're intense. And because you are so disillusioned about it, you're trusting all these people that are really against you. Okay, you fall prey, you fall victim to a lot of abuse with Pluto or Scorpio in the 12th house. So you have to have discernment and you have to have power over your relationships. You set boundaries in your relationships. You do not trust anyone. You use your discernment. You cut people off quick. You take the dirtiness and the trash and the abuse out of your life by setting strong boundaries. That's how you take your power back. Power is what haunts you here. So you have to take the power back or it will power over you. And you will be able to do that by being aware of your power. Stop thinking you need to be submissive in all these relationships. No, you don't. Stop thinking that people have power over your worth, your value, yourself. No, they don't. Stop allowing these addictions to have power over you. Even drug addictions need to be handled and controlled. These things can disillusion you and have you not operating clearly. There's a lot of people that could be against you with this energy because you need to learn how to set boundaries. You could have had a past life of allowing too many people to use and abuse you. And in this lifetime, you have to learn how to set boundaries. Learn how to stop being delusional about the people around you, about the abuse around you. Stop being delusional about power. Because once you give it up, you will be taking power over. And that's what the universe is trying to tell you. This is like a strict lesson. Okay? Otherwise, again, like I said, power always haunts you. You will always end up in abusive relationships in any type of way. You'll always end up in abusive dynamics. You'll deal with debt. You'll deal with loss. Because you're not being clear. You're not being aware and conscious about the energy around you, which is dark. So with this placement, power will always haunt you if you do not take your power back. And it's haunting you because you need to take it. You need to understand it. You are too open, too loose, too compassionate. This is like the universe like spanking you like, all right, you need to set some boundaries. Otherwise, I'm going to allow people to abuse you so much until you learn. So you have to understand power, or power will haunt you. And you will have dreams of like very traumatic dreams, dreams of even you having power. Okay, these people can go on the opposite end and get very abusive and abuse other people. You know, start drinking and getting disillusioned, and their dreams of having power, they start abusing other people. Okay, Pluto or Scorpio in the 12th house, these can be very abusive people, abusing others. Because you're delusional about power. You've went to the opposite end now. Now you're abusing people, not understanding how you're hurting people. Because people hurt you. And you need to be aware of that. So that you don't want to become the victim. Or two, on the opposite end, make others become victims. These are people who are abused that end up abusing other people. Or you could just be a victim to a lot of abuse. You have to be aware of this. Stop being delusional about power. And this goes both ways. Whether you're taking power from people or people are taking power from you, stop being delusional about it. People with these placements, they abuse people and they don't see what's wrong with it. You're delusional. They drink, they take drugs, and they start doing abusive stuff thinking it's okay. Delusional. Stop being delusional about power. Be aware of power, because that power comes back and it haunts you. Understand karma. These people need to understand boundaries. And again, and speaking for the people like this who are victims of the power, who get abused, stand up for yourself. Take your power back. Stop getting into abusive relationships. Stop being codependent. Okay, this is a little bit similar, but even to having like, you know, Venus or Libra in the 12th house. But this is a more abusive and dark. There's a dark element to this. Okay, and it can come in many shapes and ways and forms. So you need to be aware of power. Set your boundaries. Stop listening to impulses, or stop being a victim to impulses. Have strong boundaries and take your power back in the right way. Otherwise, the universe will abuse you. You will feel abused. It's a karmic lesson, and it's a very deep lesson. If you have Sagittarius or Jupiter in the 12th house, okay? Sagittarius or Jupiter in the 12th house, your faith and dreams will haunt you. People with this placement could have been so trapped in terms of what they believe, their faiths. People kind of brainwashing you and what you're able to believe in. Maybe you believed you can do this and people said, no, you can't reach it there. You can't go there. This could be as little as traveling and going out and you living in a very restricted home where you had to stay in and you couldn't travel, you couldn't wander around and expand and explore. Everything's so restricted. What you believe, your faith in, anything you believe, you were restricted. Your dreams, people told you no. Abusing that. Okay, you need to be aware of this so that it does not haunt you, because I'm telling you, people with this placement, Sagittarius or Jupiter in 12th house, you have an incredible imagination. This is a powerful placement for a strong imagination. So even if you had an environment where they limited you from traveling, you started traveling in the head. Okay, your imagination started traveling because this is an expansive imagination. So because a lot of physical travel was limited, you spiritually traveled, and you can have such a creative mind, an expansive mind with so many ideas, so artistic, so creative, so expansive. And because you get gaslighted so much about your faith, okay, Sagittarius is about your faith, your ability to expand and just go and be free and use your faith as your power. That was gaslighted so much that sometimes you doubt. And you have strong imagination and strong intuition here. So do not doubt your intuition, your faith, your imagination, your dreams, your belief. Take that power back by being conscious and aware. If you're not aware of this, and this is like your intuition, okay, because you've been so gaslighted, you've been taught to doubt it, you've been controlled in your faith. If you don't listen to your intuition, it's going to haunt you. Okay, because like I said, these people have an amazing imagination. You can't escape it. Jupiter in the 12th house or Sagittarius in the 12th house, your imagination, your intuition is huge. So your dreams are amazing. There's amazing things that you dream of. There's amazing things that you think of. There's amazing things that you want to do and expand your life in. So your faith and your dreams and your adventures will always haunt you. You will always want to expand, travel, see the world, or experience your dreams by doing them and being physical and going out there. These things will always haunt you because they're so huge. So no matter how many times people try to rain on your parade, people try to doubt your faiths, people have tried to groom you to not believe them, it'll only haunt you. If you stay scared of your dreams, you stay scared of your faith, you don't act on them, because Sagittarius is very action orientated. It's a fire sign. It likes to travel. Again, that's why it's travel. It likes to do. It's fire. It's energy. Jupiter. If you don't believe and take on these faiths, they will haunt you. It's almost hard to even feel bad in this placement because your imagination is so automatic. It's like there's no way. You are haunted by your dreams and your expansive mind and the fascinations and the imagination that you have. Your spirituality is amazing. Your intuition is amazing. The things that you understand on a higher level is amazing. You have to release this energy, okay? It'll keep haunting you. Keep getting ideas in your head. You'll keep wanting to expand. You'll keep wanting to see the world. You'll have no choice. It'll be an impulse. So go with it. Believe your intuition. Believe your faith. Go for your dreams. Be aware of them. Don't hide them. Don't be afraid of them just because people try to doubt you. I'm telling you, believe your intuition. If you have this gut intuition that this is what it is for, this is what you believe in, or this is what you want to do, or this is your dreams, or this is your expansion, this is your idea, believe them and go for them and make them happen. Make your dreams come true. Okay, whatever faith you believe in, okay, religion, whatever is that you believe in, explore it. Study it, expand with it, meditate on it. Believe in your meditations, in your prayers, in your God, or whatever religion, whatever belief, whatever faiths, whatever universe, spirituality that you believe in. Go with it, expand with it. Because as intuitive as it is, as many people want to doubt you, you have something powerful, and I have this placement, so you really can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. Yes, people can limit you. Yes, you could be in an environment where people try to, but that will only make your imagination pop more. You ever noticed the person who gets stuck inside all the time, alone, has the biggest imagination? Yeah, because they're entertaining themselves. So, Jupiter, Sagittarius in the 12th house people, Believe in your dreams, believe in your faith, go find them, go explore them and expand, because it will haunt you if you don't. The energy is too big. If you have Capricorn or Saturn in the 12th house, okay, your structure, your reputation, and your purpose will haunt you, okay? Your career will haunt you. It's actually similar to the Sagittarius and Jupiter in 12th house, except with Capricorn and Saturn, this is more practical. Okay, this is about how you make this real in reality. So we're getting back into earth energy. So you have to make this a reality. So with Capricorn or Saturn in the 12th house, you could have been raised in a family where there was not a lot of structure. Maybe there was no, there was a lack of money, so there wasn't a lot of stability. Okay, maybe the father in the home, okay, the person who was or the structure in the home was lazy, was abandoned you. You know, a lot of people with Saturn in the 12th house or Capricorn in the 12th house, you know, their father figures, their masculine figures, the figures that are supposed to represent structure, because that's what masculine energy is. It's about structure. That could have been absent in your life, so it lacks structure in your family. And it could have been so hard on like your self-esteem and your self-worth because of the lack of wealth and structure you have. Okay, no father in the home, not a lot of money because your mother has to overwork, you know, these types of dynamics. And it could be the other way around. It could be even both parents, none of them at the home, so there is no structure. There's not even money coming from one parent. You know, this could be a lack of just the parents in general. Whatever it is, there's a lack of structure, and this structure can limit you. You know, maybe you didn't have the best clothes growing up, so people teased you about it, and it made you feel weird about your self-worth. Okay? But it is important with this placement to take responsibility, to go out there and make a career, go get a job and build on that job and create a career, make something out of yourself, make the money, make the wealth so that you can structure yourself. Otherwise, this energy will haunt you. It will haunt you. People will tease you for the stuff you don't have. You will feel weird for the things you don't have. You will feel out of place, okay? You'll feel like you have nothing to stand on. And that dream of feeling stable and wanting structure and wanting stability will haunt you. Okay, it will haunt you. And this will go so hard because this could be similar to Virgo and Mercury in the 12th house as well too. We talked about structure and work. But with Capricorn and Saturn, this goes so high into like your self-worth in terms of your reputation. Okay, like what is my purpose here? Like when you have Capricorn or Saturn in the 12th house, you have a strong sense of purpose. Like, okay, what is my purpose here? I must be here to do something on a higher level. So it's like you're very ambitious here. You feel like you're supposed to do something here that's big, that's impactful. There's a spiritual purpose, and that will haunt you. That is what haunts you. But you have to go and put out the work, the laziness, okay? The not going out to get work, not working on your career, not moving up in your job, not trying to make the most money, not paying your bills, taking responsibility, not trying to get into the work life and to create a structure financially, because we're talking about earth energy in your life. It's gonna be a problem with you. Not having a purpose. What is your plan? What are your gifts? What are things that you're good at that you can make on a tangible level? Because with Capricorn or Saturn in the 12th house, this is taking, the 12th house is very spiritual and deals with artistic and creative gifts, but you're taking those gifts and you're making it physical. You're making it tangible. Capricorn, Saturn, it's making it physical. So with if you have Capricorn and Saturn in the 12th house, you're very concerned about how can you make your gifts tangible? How can you turn your gifts, any gifts you have, artistic, psychic, whatever, how can you make money off of it? How can you turn into a career? Whatever it is your purpose is here on earth, how can you make it tangible so that you can build and make wealth and money off of it and have a purpose and have a reputation, a respectful one? This is going to be very important to you guys. And being lazy Okay, not trying to get a career, not trying to work up in this world, not trying to be something in this world, not trying to create a business, whatever it is, your dreams, not doing these things on a very structured level, on a very physical level, like I'm talking about finances, like going to school, doing whatever it is that you have to do, whatever it is, the path you got to take. You don't have to go to school, but whatever it is you have to do, not doing these things, these practical steps, it's going to haunt you. You're going to really suffer from lack of finances, poverty, a reputation of not doing anything, of having potential, not doing anything. Your reputation is going to soar. The universe wants you to be something in this life, but you have to find it and stop allowing it to just be anything and not having any structure and control over your life. Take that power back. Or your career, your reputation will haunt you for the rest of your life. It will haunt you. This energy will haunt you. And the universe will make it so practical. This is like spiritual curses happening on a practical level, like your money getting effed up because you're really not taking it seriously. You're really not trying to build. You're really not trying to take it to the next level. And this is taking it to the next level. This is not just having a job, but this is turning your job into a career. So you might as well go for the top management position role. You might as well try to create a business with your 9-to-5. So use the money that you make in your 9-to-5 and invest in your business. Like, this is trying to go to the top. So the universe will give you severe consequences with your money and your status. Okay, and these will haunt you. It'll feel like you're cursed. So take that responsibility or feel that lack of structure in life. Okay, if you have Aquarius or Uranus in the 12th house, your sense of belonging in society, okay, community, society, your groups, your friends, this energy will haunt you, okay, because you will feel a lack of community. Okay, now when you have Aquarius or Uranus in the 12th house, yes, you certainly can make a lot of friends. Okay, you can. A lot of people can latch on to you because the 12th house is very open. The 12th house is very open. It's very welcoming. A lot of people like to use it. But this is when you get a lot of friends that use you, that betray you. Your friendships can be a place where you do not trust. Okay? People can really be using you, and you could be the last person to find out that, oh my God, none of these people were my friends anyway. You know, your friendship groups, there could be a lot of two-face playing, a lot of hidden things, hidden enemies. Okay, Aquarius and Uranus in the 12th house, that's like hidden enemies. Friends that are enemies, friends that are sneaky, friends that are manipulative, friends that have a secret agenda. Okay? Okay, this could be your group having a secret agenda. You got to be careful. Friends that are just mooching off of your energy, using you. So, because of these things that you've dealt with, okay, and the thing about having Aquarius and Uranus in the 12th house is that you're very passionate for your friends. You're very passionate for people. You feel for society. You feel for people. And you give so much, but people use so much. So at the end of the day, you feel betrayed. The betrayal feels great. A lot of people with Aquarius and Uranus in the 12th house feel super betrayed by friends. Super betrayed, super used, because they gave so much energy and they got nothing out of it. Because you don't trust these friends from what you've been through, you try to go away from them. But what happens is you want community. You're Aquarius or Uranus in the 12th house, you love community, so you're going to want this energy anyway. So you're going to find that people come to you anyway. People come gravitating towards you anyway. You can also feel very isolated with Aquarius or Uranus in the 12th house, okay? People can feel like you're very weird, okay? Very weird in society. In your groups, you're like the weird one. You feel no sense of belonging. Like the sense of being with friends, you don't, because you're so weird. You're so different. You're so unique. You're perceiving the world in such a unique way that you don't relate to a lot of people. Okay, so you could be on this opposite end where you don't relate to a lot of people. You have a very specific niche group. Maybe the people that relate to you are very different, very unique. So you have to find those people. Okay, and that is like a journey. It's like a spiritual journey. So you're isolated. So you feel no sense of group. Okay, this could be an issue as well too. The energy of belonging, of society, will always haunt you. Okay, you have to be able to be conscious of who you are and who you are with society. Okay, I might not fit in this group, I might not fit in this group, but I'm probably unique, I'm probably meant for this niche group. By finding that, you can find in where you truly fit and where you can heal communities. Okay, because again, you're here to connect with communities. It's just maybe that you have a specific community, a specific unique community, and it takes that spiritual journey, that consciousness of who you are. You also have to be comfortable with your unique ideas and your weird, unique self. Okay, this is also part of the problem why you feel isolated, why you feel weird, because you feel you don't trust the intuition of your unique ideas. Okay, that you could be very genius, very good at a specific thing, like a genius at something, and because you feel like it's too weird, you don't express it, you're afraid of it. Okay, people try to take that genius part of you and try to gaslight and try to make it seem like it's nothing. Okay, like you're weird, like you're too weird, you're not making sense. You have to be able to integrate that energy with you. Be conscious of your uniqueness, be conscious of your position here in society and how you fit in so that you can fit in. Because again, the energy of wanting to belong, wanting to be a part of groups, wanting to give a unique perspective and contribute to society will be lost. And you will find that people will either abuse you or you won't be able to connect with people because you're so different. Okay? Understand yourself, understand your unique contribution to society and your purpose here on a societal level, and you'll be able to fit in because you'll find your group, you'll find your unique people. All right? And sometimes your unique people are artists, are creatives, or are people in a specific niche. Like maybe they're scientists. You're so unique, so you're not going to connect always to the average person. Okay, so you have to accept and not find shame in that uniqueness within yourself. And once you're conscious and aware of this, you won't be haunted by this desire to want to fit in. Now, finally, if you have Pisces or Neptune in the 12th house, okay, you are a psychic. Okay, you are the you are the textbook, a definition of a psychic person. Okay, so you are dealing with this world in a very spiritual level. You get visions, get dreams, get intuitions. You're an incredible empath. You can feel everybody's energy. Okay, you are so sensitive here. Okay, you can get psychic visions and weird dreams and know things about people in a weird way, be able to see people's auras, have a crazy imagination and artistic ability that you can't even explain, just very intuitive. And people will gaslight you. People will gaslight you. People will call you fake. People will call you weird. People will say you're not real. People will say that you're a fraud. People will say that you're superstitious. People will say that you're a conspiracy theorist. If you feel an energy from someone and you point it out, people will say, "What are you talking about?" People get really angry at you for pointing out their energies that you can just feel. Okay, you know why people do that? Because they don't like. It's not that you're wrong. It's that they're shocked that you were able to pick up on it and they didn't know. Okay, Pisces or Neptune in the 12th house. You are a psychic intuitive, but people will gaslight you for all your gifts, for all your powers. People will bully you. People will make you feel small here. Okay, people will use your empathy, your empathy. Okay, for these are empaths. Like people will use your empathy, and abuse it. Okay, there's a lot of emotional abuse that can happen here, emotional neglect. Okay, you could be a black sheep in your family because you're so spiritual and unique. How many times do I hear psychics are the black sheeps in their family? Okay, that's because there's no sense of home and family. There could be lots of neglect. Okay, so you become a very sensitive person. You need to be aware of your intuitive powers and magical gifts. That's the way. You have to understand that you're here to live this life in a very different way. You're picking up a lot of energies on such an intuitive level. You're seeing people's auras. You're getting visions. You're being able to speak to spirits because you're so high up into that, like your veil is so thin. You're not like so physical in this world. You're like up in the clouds. Your veil is thin. You can communicate maybe even with spirits. Okay, I don't have these gifts or abilities, but I'm just saying your psychic abilities could be seen as superstitious, conspiracy. Okay, you can get signs and visions of the future, and you're just superstitious, you know. So you have to be aware of your magical gifts, and you also have to be aware of your empathy and how sensitive you are, how you feel people. This way you'll be able, by this awareness, you won't be haunted by your power, by your magic, by your intuition, by your psychic abilities. Because psychic abilities are so powerful, people are so jealous of it. But the people who have it, how many times are they often victims of people abusing them, abusing their empathy, gaslighting them? They're confused by their own energy. They don't understand why they're seeing these things. They don't understand why they're taking in all this information. You know, you get into a crowd of people, you just can't handle all the energy. You know, so the more you're aware of this, the more you're aware, understand that you are living a different life. You have psychic gifts. You're taking in a lot more energy than the other person. You can have more peace. You could be more peaceful with yourself. You could be more relaxed with yourself. Okay, you can say, okay, I'm very sensitive. This is why. You can rest properly and sleep properly and understand your energy can easily be drained properly if you don't take care. Being aware of your psychic gifts can make you take control of it and not be a victim of it, because as powerful as it is, if you're not aware of it, it can really subconsciously control you. Okay, getting all these voices and everything like in your head and just being overwhelmed. A lot of people can feel a victim of these gifts that people envy so much. But once you're conscious and aware of it, you can use it in an intentional way and not only be comfortable with your magic and your powers and your gifts, but also be able to heal other people. Okay, so Pisces and Neptune in the 12th house, this is like you're at home here. So you got to be aware in general, because you're a psychic, okay? You're getting information, getting lots of energies. You're seeing and feeling things on an intuitive level that is magical to a lot of people, and you're super gifted here. Okay, telepathy, hearing from spirits. So if you're conscious of this, you won't feel overwhelmed, and you'll have discernment and power over your energies and not be abused by other energies, other outside energies. Because if your veil is so thin, other energies can come in and interrupt you and put voices and thoughts in your head. So being aware of this can help you protect yourself. Being aware that you're an emotional, sensitive person will make you more protective of yourself around people that are trying to abuse you. Because you automatically will. So yes, that is the 12th house and the energy that haunts you. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is so important to know, because the 12th house is so tricky because it's what we're not aware of. But when you bring power and you gain your power back and you're able to control yourself, okay? And you won't be haunted by these energies, haunted by your psychic abilities, rather owning it, haunted by your ability to fit in within society. Okay, all these things, you won't be haunted by them because you'll be aware of them, and that awareness makes you powerful and strong, and that's really how you deal with the 12th house. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, you could book a reading with me at samastroreadings@gmail.com. That's samastroreadings@gmail.com, and I'll certainly get back with you, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.